Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between, 120 versus Moon. On the bottom left hand side of the map we have, 120 spawning as the red undead going up against Moon, who is spawning as the blue knight of over here on the top right. Are like, did they? Okay. It looks like these were the actual colors. Oh, nope. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and fix that. Everything looks good now. Getting everything underway. On the bottom left-hand side here, we're looking at, Ziggurat opening up Altar of Darkness and a Crypt, going up against most likely an Ancient of War down across here. And where is the Altar of Elders? Moon already surprising me. Not even 1 minute into this game, going to be going for a Tavern Hero. All right, going for a Tavern Hero instead of the Keeper of the Grove in this 1v1 matchup on Northern Isle. That will open things up to allow more archers, as well. The Ancient of War was placed down before the altar, but really wondering how all of this is going to go down here. Altar of Elders just now getting started. That's because you cannot start. Well, you can't hire the Tavern Hero until the 2-minute 15-second mark anyways, so why build that Altar of Elders until a little bit later? We're going to see the Archer is going to pop on out and then just scoot on over there here, or nope, Archer is not going to scoot on over. Another Archer now being trained up, Wisp now making its way back over here, and well, we'll see what Tavern Hero they will be choosing. Wisps are moving around across the map. Second archer getting trained up. Can a third archer actually be trained during this time? That is the question. And look at this. Moon purposely moved back the two archers together. And now going to go ahead and use the two archers together here, showing 120. You know what? I do have two archers already out in play. You know the build order. You know what's going on. It's going to be three archers here in just a second. Death Knight already trained up, waiting for that 2-minute 15-second mark. Wait for it, should be now. Beastmaster is the hero of choice. Three archers, Ancient of War, gonna go after this 5-4-4 creep camp. Meanwhile, Death Knight, with an army of ghouls and skeletal minions, making its way around to try and go after this Ogre Magi creep camp here. Scroll of Town Portal was still held onto. We do see a Sacrificial Skull though. So Sacrificial Skull, are we going to see a little bit of extra bonus blight? That is the question. Down across here, we do see a Polar Bear joining in on the battle. Ancient of War absorbing quite a large bit of damage, but as he regenerates those hit points pretty easily just by eating up those trees, he should be just fine. Level 2 now on that Beastmaster, as the Beastmaster does have a potion of greater mana. Death Knight moving off to the north does have level 2, does have Unholy Aura. A slightly faster movement speed, and we're looking at the Beastmaster now making its way down across here. Acolyte, are they going to try to start summoning up some Ziggurats? Yes, they are. Death Knight already roaming around, could have used a Rod of Necromancy, bring in a couple more skeletal minions. As we're looking at, well, there goes the Acolyte getting taken down already. Skeletal minion, skeletal warrior already looking to back away. Skeletal archers continuing to, add in more damage. 16 to 18 damage compared to 13 to 15, and the range is slightly higher on that Quill Beast. Hit points is significantly higher, as the Death Knight now going to make its way back around here. Quill Beast going to get some damage onto those skeletal minions here. Quill Beast taking a large amount of damage as the ghouls are now making their way back over. Down it goes as the Death Knight going to pick up a little bit of experience, and we'll see, well, what Moon's follow-up transition and plan is. So far, we are looking at Moon getting up that Tree of Life. Moon very much known for trying to expand, and well, he's going to be doing exactly that here in just a moment. That Tree of Life will be, well, uprooting itself and then making its way out across the map here. Meanwhile, both sides are just trying to keep each other in check, making sure that they're not able to move as freely as they would want to, as the archers are now going to go and double back around onto that Death Knight. Instead, Death Knight is going to, well, already shake free right there. Going to get a little bit more damage on that Death Knight once more, as the Death Knight looking to try and take down some of those units here. Death Knight going up against the archers here. Are we going to perhaps see some shadow melding as well, as the archer could be in a little bit of trouble? What's going down here, as the archer could end up getting taken down? There is Dust of Appearance, one archer taken down. There's a Death Coil saving up another ghoul. There's a Detonation taking down a skeletal minion, as we're still looking at all of this small micro play trying to make drastic big differences, as the Quill Beast now still trying to head back here. Only having 425 hit points, could try and turn back around, try to get more damage onto those units, trying to shoot down a ghoul or two, as the Death Knight still has enough mana in the tank to try and, to go in for an additional Death Coil. What is going to be ending up unfolding here? Death Knight now making its way off to the top right. We should be looking at the Tree of Life nearing completion. Tech to tier 2 is already completed, and we don't see a second hero from the tavern as of yet. Moon still a little bit low on lumber, as we're looking at the Beastmaster trying to go toe to toe against all of these ghouls here. Production count of showing, Ancient of Lores now. So Ancient of Lores for those Dryads, as we're looking at a Naga Sea Witch coming in second from 120. Naga Sea Witch, that second hero, should be able to put down a lot of pressure with those cold arrows. Meanwhile, just a little bit of scouting here, as we are going into Halls of the Dead for an eventual Lich with that Orb of Corruption. Now, Naga Sea Witch is initially really, really powerful right out of the gate, using those cold arrows to pick off fleeing units, as we're looking at Dust of Appearance already right there. All right, a little bit of 1-2 damage here. It looks as though an archer going to get taken down. There goes one already, trying to finish off more, as well as the Naga Sea Witch already looking to slither away. Lady Venom Tongue. I think I really like Anaconda the most out of all the names there. I don't know. Let me know what your favorite Naga Sea Witch name is. There seems to be puns all over the place. As we're looking at Rock Snout going after clearing up the Gnoll Wardens here. Alright, continuing to clean up once more. Death Knight going after the remainder of all of these units here. Should be pretty easy to do so. However, the Naga Sea Witch not going to be able to get to level 2 easily, as there's just not enough creeps out on the map, and we are finally now going into Crypt Fiends. Crypt Fiends, decent damage. They attack rather slowly, but because of their higher base damage, it still adds up very fast. Tree of Life. Oh, Death Coil trying to do the steal. I believe it ends up working. Demon Hunter is seeing that level 1 mana burn, most likely coming down. Naga Sea Witch going to get mana burn. No. The cold arrows onto that Beastmaster, as the Scroll of Town Portal being used there. Naga Sea Witch could be in trouble trying to stay within close radius. Is going to be able to do exactly that. Yes, it will. As we're looking at the Tree of Life and that Ancient of War absorbing a bit of damage. Tree of Life does not have Nature's Blessing. Finally gets up to Nature's Blessing. As I mid-sentence and mid-description, the Tree of Life grabs Nature's Blessing, able to root itself into position, and now we'll start entangling that gold mine. Obsidian Statue doing a bit of heals here. We are looking at the Lich already getting added. An Orb of Corruption will be will be added to the item on that Lich, and that bonus damage is just so powerful, as it allows the Crypt Fiends to focus on whatever the Lich is attacking, to deal a lot more damage there. So, come on, one more final shot. There you go. One more final shot right there, as the Crypt Fiend now looking back. Demon Hunter, Beastmaster. Beastmaster opening allows for, Misha Bear, Quill Beast. Are we going to go for level 2 Quill Beast, or no, level 2 Bears? Alright, level 2 Bears, the Raging Bear, will be able to get in more damage onto those Crypt Fiends, as it's 28 to 30 damage. It does, attack at a decent speed. Right now currently showing slow, but that's because of Frost Armor. And it does also have Bash. That bonus damage on Bash going up against Crypt Fiends. Those Crypt Fiends should end up getting taken down pretty easily here, as we're looking at, what is their, Devotion Aura now given to the Death Knight. So Devotion Aura, Death Knight now having a bit more armor, as well as we're looking at the Raging Bear trying to finish off those units. But, that guy also taking in a little bit of bonus damage as well. Dryad's going to try and protect this expansion here. Lich already has that Orb of Corruption, as we mentioned. Fork Lightning, a great follow-up right there. Are we going to be looking at Staff of Preservation save, as we saw the engagement going around. All right, Lich, there goes one building already taken down. Crypt Fiends and Ghouls ready to battle it out here as that Staff of Preservation cooldown should be coming to an end pretty quickly. Ancient of War, however, well, fortified armor taking a pretty reduced damage here as the Crypt Fiends and all of these units with the Obsidian Statues able to get a lot of a lot of staying power because of the bonus hit point regeneration and also mana regeneration. Coming back through to the south, we're looking at an Ancient of War trying to get completed here. However, the Ziggurat will be done. Should be trying to get into a Spirit Tower or some other tower as well, as Moon already be coming down across the map. Here we are coming down across the map and coming in to engage. Haunted Goldmine could end up getting taken down here, turning off the map so you can see blue on the map a little bit easier as the Dryad's about to, well, shut down the Haunted Goldmine. There is some repairs in order. Is the repairs going to be enough? No, it is not. Scroll of Town Portal, however, is in time. Beastmaster, well, will they be able to finish off any of those units? No, but one Dryad does get left behind right there. Not quite sure how that Dryad knew that it could hide right there. That doesn't seem like an easy proposition at all. One Nerubian tower is up as the army now rotates and shifts back to the north. We are looking at one Sentry Ward off to the north here. Dryads doing that little prance and getting into position as Moon is running up on 2 bases while 120 is still sitting on 1 base. 62 supply compared to 56. And now 120 does need to engage to try and either shut down the expansion or punish his opponent. The game going long at this stage would be bad for him. He is also trying to expand right behind this as the Demon Hunter now going to be coming across. Are we going to be looking at some Frost Novas? There's Rage or a Bash onto the Lich there as some damage getting added in. Ghouls, a lot of Focus Fire, Fork Lightning coming across as well as the units are continuing to engage once more. All right, Demon Hunter getting a little bit of a heal. Beastmaster trying to retreat back. Deathcoil saving the Lich as we're still looking at an engagement back and forth here. This battle just going on here. Dryad's able to peck apart all of this pretty easily as Ghouls are trying to retreat back, but things are not going well as finally a bear gets taken down. Obsidian Statues trying to retreat back. So much bear bashing and so much stun as we're looking at 2 very low hit point. There's another bash coming across. Well, one more final shot gonna finish off a Crypt Fiend there. Death Knight does not have enough. Gonna, well, perhaps use a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability to try to escape. There goes another Crypt Fiend as well as Moon just has plenty in the tank in this battle. Beastmaster low on hit points, but still able to stay by close enough with these bears and the reinforcements. Level 3 going up against level 3, level 2, and an almost level 2 from that Lich. Coming back through, Death Knight staying at level 3. Lich and Obsidian or Naga Sea Witch gonna try and engage here. There's the mana burn once more, trying to fight a fight when you are low on hit points and mana at the start. Always very dangerous. And the Raging Bear still trying to go after some damage there. There's a Frost Nova onto the Demon Hunter, but the mana burn still got off for a full 100 points of mana. Still trying to engage here. Orb of Corruption, negative arm or significantly less armor on that Demon Hunter as we're turning back around. Lich finally gets up to level 2. Frost armor now finally on the table, and that Frost armor does make a very drastic difference. And whatever melee unit is attacking, the Lich can easily throw down Frost armor for a bit of extra protection by giving extra armor and also slowing the attack rate of that unit. There's a Frost Nova on that Demon Hunter just in time. There's a Dust of Appearance as the units are still trying to find their way across all the units here. Bear continuing to, get into a little bit of trouble. There's a Dust of Appearance. The Crypt Fiend is, going to get taken down. Dust of Appearance was already placed down as the Death Coil is just in time to save that Crypt Fiend there. More damage coming back across onto the Demon Hunter as he's trying to make its way back around here. The Dryads are still poking apart, and this is just a battle of attrition as 120 is turning around trying to finish off all of these units. There's another Death Coil, another bear going to get taken out, and now it's just Crypt Fiends against Dryads. More bears joining in on the battle here, so it's all of the summons for the front line here as we're looking at the Demon Hunter looking to try and retreat back here. Death Knight could be in trouble, has another Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, needs to heal back up as the Lich now being left behind. Is it going to have enough room to stay alive here? Death Knight well, Death Coil, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, was it transferred from the Death Knight? No, it was transferred from the Naga Sea Witch here, as the Death Knight may try and get a Death Coil off, but the Demon Hunter is right there as well. Is going to be able to get the Death Coil off? No, well, there's the Death Coil saving the Lich, and now going after the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter down to 13 hit points. One more shot. Demon Hunter gets taken down, and Moon, well, trying to venture a bit too far throughout this battle, as the Bears, well, that Frost Armor making that drastic difference, as I mentioned earlier, but the Lich looks like it's about to get taken down still. All right, unable to save that level 2 Lich. Units are now all retreating back. 2 Bears out onto the battlefield. Another Dust of Appearance, and the Crypt Fiend falls at level 4. Level 3 on the Death Knight, level 3 on the Naga Sea Witch, level 2 Lich was taken down, compared to a level 3 Demon Hunter who was taken out. No resurrection here as of yet. And we're looking at the Death Knight. Well, going to finish off some more archers. Again, there are 3 Obsidian statues out here on the battlefield waiting for, still no Demon Hunter, and we are mining, well, no, not even at full saturation over here on the south side. So 120, although he won that battle, he still may end up losing the war unless he is able to, well, easily defend this gold mine here. Moon has more gold in the bank and also a larger army right at the start of this all, as the Demon Hunter is back out onto the battlefield, well, resurrected at the tavern instead. Lich about to come onto the battlefield once more. Tomb of Relics getting added down here. Death Knight, well, Dryads trying to do a little bit of fighting once more. Dryad says, you know what, sees the majority of that undead army and says, you know what, I'm not quite ready for you as of yet. 2 Obsidian statues, 3 Obsidian statues, 2 are low on hit points. As we were looking at the Death Knight, trying to finish things off, getting up to level 4, picking up Gloves of Haste, but now going to turn around and actually be separated from his base a little bit, as the Lich tries to come out onto the battlefield and is currently by his lonesome self. All right, there's the Abolish Magic, trying to just constantly use a Frost Nova to try and save Death Knight. A little bit too far away. Lich gets taken down for the second time. Can you punish by taking down 2 or 3 Crypt Fiends? That is the question, as the Abomination, well, is now out onto the battlefield, but doesn't have Disease Cloud either. All right, with no Disease Cloud, well, this is actually going to be a little bit of a problem, as well. 120 unable to save the Abomination. Moon quickly goes after that Abomination, making sure that that Disease Cloud isn't able to just spread damage across all of those units. All right, Haunted Goldmine. A lot of pressure here. Mass Dryads. Death Knight now coming back once more. Crypt Fiends are there. Lich resurrected at the tavern just for that Orb of Corruption extra bonus, as the Demon Hunter going to rush on in, get a mana burn across onto that Naga Sea Witch. All right, easy way to deal with your opponent having very powerful nuking abilities, just going for mass Dryads, where the nuking just doesn't work, and the Beastmaster, down to 43 hit points, ends up staying alive. Demon Hunter still has to be a little bit careful. Quilby's trying to fight back. Staff of Preservation saves the Demon Hunter. More burrowing on those Crypt Fiends. 74 supply compared to 53. And Undead somehow, well, Undead somehow trying to make something happen here, as the Crypt Fiends are popping up out of the woodwork, but still having a bit of problems. All right, Nagasi, we're trying to turn back around. Crypt Fiend should be going after easy targets. Staff of Teleportation coming back in, and we're going to be looking at the Demon Hunter able to get more things going once again. Not enough Frost Armor to go around. We're looking at another burrowed Crypt Fiend somehow staying alive. There's a reveal right there. Not quite sure who's casting that reveal, but that Crypt Fiend is still alive, at least for now. Abomination should be joining in on the battle, not just trying to walk over to that Death Knight. And that's the issue here. There's another reveal here. Looking to go into that fight. A Crypt Fiend going to get taken down. 48 supply compared to 68. Abomination does not have Disease Cloud. If it had spread Disease Cloud across multiple units, this could be a very different battle here, as the Demon Hunter escapes away at 57 hit points. All right, escaping away at 57 hit points. Beastmaster now down to 155. Is he going to get taken out? Orb of Corruption, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability used by the Naga Sea Witch, as the Obsidian statue is still trying to provide a plenty of mana here. One Obsidian statue completely out of mana as well. 51 supply compared to 66. And I guess, well, only one Acolyte mining down at the expansion. Well, not even having full saturation while being in low upkeep hell. So So what's going to be going down next? Abomination still without Disease Cloud. Finally getting Disease Cloud behind this. 2 damage per second for 90 seconds. 180 damage onto those Dryads. So just trying to time those attacks, well, can be very, very powerful. Knowing that your opponent isn't able to easily heal or regenerate, it also becomes a bit of a mana sink, as if you've ever played against an undead with Disease Cloud, even if your army is full at hit points, if you accidentally leave auto heal on, you'll quickly find yourself running out of mana, as your units are just trying to constantly heal like 2 to 4 hit points worth of damage across all of their units. You almost have to like turn it off and then turn it back on. I'm sure some of you guys have noticed that as well. As we look at level 4 now on that Naga Sea Witch, it is going to be level 2 Forked Lightning, most likely, as the Demon Hunter ventures forth to try and put in pressure, and now going to end up backing away. Are we going to see Frost Nova? What happened there? A little bit of damage. Frost Nova, Death Coil. Death Coil could be inbound. No Death Coil as of yet. What's going on? Staff of Preservation saves, as there is finally a Destroyer in the air. However, the Destroyer going to get webbed bound by that web spinner here. Destroyer should be able to devour magic and get in some bonus damage, as well as heal when going up against the bears and those quill beasts. Dryads making their way back over. Moon looking to retreat back. 120 still sitting on a decent amount, or a decent army. Needs to get more Ziggurats though. He is currently supply blocked at 60 over 60. He's trying to get up to 70 now. And he does have Disease Cloud, so this next fight is going to be a lingering fight indeed across all of those Dryads. If you think about it this way, well, Abominations are very good if your opponent is trying to go wide. A lot of 2 supply units, well, that ends up meaning that 180 damage across all of these Dryads just from Disease Cloud translates to a very large amount of damage fairly fast. All right, going to turn back around. Are we going to look at that Quill Beast? Well, Quill Beast, Raging Quill Beast, level 5 Beastmaster, level 3 Quill Beast, able to deal large amounts of damage as the units are now making their way back off to the north. And Dryads looking to get into position. Death Knight now making its way off to the north here. Crypt Fiends are ready to roll on out. 1 Quill Beast making its way down, trying to get some damage onto the Acolytes. Acolyte, however, with decent armor, medium armor and better regeneration while on Blight. Still good there, as the Quill Beast lost aggro and now shooting up a different target. Back down across here. Are we going to look at the Naga Sea Witch, unable to really slow anything down? A lot of damage getting added in again as the unit's going to try and engage here. All right, Death Coil. No Death Coil. Death Coil onto the Crypt Fiend for the save. Units are just all trying to spread that Disease Cloud. Is going to be able to do exactly that. Disease Cloud onto 1 Dryad only. And that Dryad is just losing a little bit of damage over time. Nope, 2 Dryads getting some of that Disease Cloud right there. Destroyer, we're able to retreat back here. We are looking at a 3rd base being established by Moon, as the main base, the main gold mine, is already taken out. We're going to be seeing the unsummon of this gold mine here in just a moment. Quill Beast coming back over, diving in after that Acolyte. Acolyte, where is it going? Acolyte trying to retreat away. Nope, does not get away in time. 71 over 80 supply, as the armies are going to be engaging here. Beastmaster here as well. Bears. So we have a transition into bears away from the Dryads. And well, we do also have 2 destroyers in the air as well. Quick Devour magic. And the destroyers could easily, take down those bears, focus them down, as the Demon Hunter wants to get up to level 5 Orb of Venom, as well, his item of choice, being able to get that damage over time. 5 bonus damage and poisons enemy heroes for 6 seconds. Yeah, that gets really high. Why is Lin there? Oh, I'm sorry. Because no one asked me earlier. Coming back through, we're looking at, well, Crypt Fiends continuing to focus down units. Bears trying to retrieve back. Death Knight now going to fall back here. A lot of damage being absorbed. Frost Nova going down, and the Bear still somehow able to slip back here. Meanwhile, continuing all of this pressure and focus. 1 Abomination about to get taken down, giving level 5 to the Demon Hunter. Scroll of Healing being used across all the Dryads. Mana Burn. And how did the Demon Hunter not have level 3 Mana Burn? has the option for it, didn't really train it yet. Finally going for level 3 mana burn to remove all the mana from that Naga Sea Witch. All right, units are trying to fight back though, 66 compared to 80, but Moon seems to have grabbed onto the lead early on and has simply not let it go at all. Able to constantly save his lower hit point units and fighting with a supply or economic advantage throughout this match. Now also having the hero level advantage here as the Dryads are trying to focus now on unit. Staff of Preservation saves the unit here. Demon Hunter going to be in a little bit of trouble. Death Coil saving the Abomination for a little while longer as the Death Knight still just doesn't have enough mana. As the Beastmaster gets out onto the battlefield, Staff of Preservation saves the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter may be trying to teleport back into the fight as well. And a Moon just playing absolutely beautifully here in high upkeep now. Demon Hunter going to continue this charge once more. Destroyers going after that Beastmaster. Beastmaster being forced to retreat all the way back. Death Coil for the save. Squirrel Town Portal by 120. As we look at a couple of reveals to finish off some of those other Crypt Fiends that were left behind. All right, let's take a look here. Units trying to retreat back. Trying to take down a couple more Crypt Fiends. There's another Quill Beast. Are we going to be looking at reveals? Yes, we are. Trying to save some of those units as you see more reveals right there. Beautifully done. But as you know, reveal does not last nearly as long as Dust of Appearance. So Dust of Appearance really should have been the go-to ability here to try and finish off all of those Crypt Fiends. And an extremely low hit point Druid of the Claw able to rejoin up on the battlefield as well. All right, mining over here on the bottom right-hand side of the map. Moon is still operating on 2 bases as his natural expansion nearly out of gold. 120 sitting at 58 supply, going up against 82 supply by Moon as we're looking to get into this engagement here. There's some rejuvenations coming across the board. There's some Devour Magic again, beautifully done by 120 Bears from healing up easily, but it looks like they're still going to be able to at least get back up to 900 hit points when the time comes. I love this play. I've often commented that professional players, they often cast rejuvenation and then they instantaneously transform into a bear. I'm like, there's no reason. Heal up more. Get up to that 580 hit points, then transform into the Druid of the Claw. That's just a much better use overall. Dust of Appearance, and 120 has been playing a strong game of whack-a-mole throughout. As we're looking at the Squirrel Town Portal coming across here, now going to try and finish off the game. Bears, Fork Lightning coming down, and Mana Burn onto the Death Knight. Destroyers up in the air. Staff of Preservation for the save. The Destroyers were able to devour much of that roar, and now saving that Abomination as well. More and more healing. However, the Death Knight never getting to level 5 is a big deal. Demon Hunter now trying to retreat back again. Perhaps going to get some damage off onto some of these fleeing and retreating units. All right, Death Knight leading the charge. Where are all of these units going to go? Burrowing on those Crypt Fiends. And it looks like there was Dust of Appearance. No, Bear is now trying to retreat back. No Dust of Appearance any longer, as the Beastmaster could use that charge here. Thank you for the follow, as we're looking at the Bears trying to run back again. All right, great micro coming in. Another Staff of Preservation for the save. Druids of the Claw are staying around in that backside. I don't know why this Druid of the Claw is at 1 hit point, but not rejuvenating, but it doesn't matter. Moon outlasts his opponent 120 in this great fight. Really what we saw, Moon took a small early advantage, able to set up his expansion while denying 120's expansion. And he was just calm, cold, and calculating, adding a little bit of an advantage on top of a little bit of an advantage. He wasn't trying to do too much with his advantage, just getting ahead a little bit more. And eventually that translated into that last fight that you saw there. Beautifully played, just extremely well done as the Demon Hunter and Beastmaster worked together. Beautiful Staff of Teleportations and Staff of Preservations to get in and out of the battle quickly, making, hero focus a completely moot point and very difficult to take down any other units as the Dryads are immune to magic. Thanks for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed it.